dedicated to getting results. The I-Team.
The I-Team continues to uncover new information involving a serial suer who is pursuing legal action across Northeast Florida. It involves the Federal Americans with Disabilities Act. Wanda Moore is a wheelchair-bound double amputee who, with the help of her attorney, Robert Gibson, has threatened at least 100 local businesses with lawsuits over alleged ADA violations. Sources say half have settled for cash, another 40 were taken to federal court.
As we've been telling you, we've uncovered that her son, Rumley Moore, works for that very same law firm. Today, the I-Team's Lindsay Gardner found new details about who they're targeting. Lindsay.
Well, Joy and Tom, a source with knowledge tells me that Gibson's office is purposefully targeting small businesses mostly owned by minorities, which is exactly what one business owner told me she thinks is happening to her. Small business owner Serena Freeman tells the I-Team a familiar story about this local mother, Wanda Moore, who slapped her business with the threat of an ADA compliance lawsuit just last week.
I'm telling you, I don't mind you. You see my business really slow. I have 1 or 2 customers in here every day. And then there's no way that I don't remember her coming in here.
What do you remember?
I remember that there's a guy came in here about a month ago, took picture of our building outside. I know he came inside and used the bathroom and then leave.
She now believes that man was Moore's son, Rumley Moore. And she points to this. Photos attached to her pre-suit demand were of the men's restroom only and not the women's that Wanda Moore would have tried to use. If that is true and can be proven that the attorney, Dr. Robert Gibson, knowingly filed threats of suits with false information, Gibson could face ethics issues with the Florida bar. The I-Team found Wanda Moore's son, Rumley, does work for Gibson, who is also a chiropractor. The I-Team found Gibson bought this Jacksonville home in 2014 for more than $1.1 million. And we found family friends posting photos of a Rolls Royce just last year with a customized tag for Law Doc, which is the name he uses on his website and YouTube commercials. The I-Team sources tell us Gibson stands to rake in anywhere from $85,000 to $150,000 on just the 50 pre-suit settlements wrapped up in the first half of this year. His profits could be higher based on the 40 other cases in federal court and an untold number of new pre-suit demands recently sent to business owners like Freeman.
I feel like I should use that money to correct what the law requirement instead of giving to somebody who's robbing a small business like us.
So you feel like you're being robbed?
Yes. A lot of business owners have language barrier, scared of the law, don't want to contest it, just pay them whatever they ask for and let them go away. But that's not helping the requirement of the law.
A source with knowledge says Gibson's firm is targeting minority-run businesses after first suing Bono's Pit Barbecue and Captain D's. But when corporate attorneys brought pushback, the office switched their sights to the minority-run establishments. So far, the I-Team has talked to Arab Americans, Latino Americans, and Asian American business owners who say they are the victims, not Wanda Moore.
Everybody keep quiet. Don't say nothing. I don't want to keep quiet. I want to complain, and I think everybody who has been in this lawsuit should come together and do the same thing instead of just scare and pay them off. Why not, fight back? And they make disability people look bad anyway right now. They're not really helping anybody.
Ms. Freeman has hired an attorney, and she does plan to fight. Now, we should note, according to the U.S. Census, there are about 50 million disabled Americans currently. The Americans with Disabilities Act was passed back in 1990, so businesses have had decades to comply.
Lindsay, it's very understandable why people would be so confused by this. If that woman's business is newer, wouldn't it have to comply with the requirements of this law before it opened?
This is the question we keep getting over and over. It took us days to track down this answer with the city. But what I can tell you is there's a real disconnect because the ADA laws are federal, so they supersede our city and state laws. In Jacksonville, inspectors only look for ADA compliance in brand new construction, not older businesses. And when the law was passed, it was meant to give older businesses and older buildings
time to make those changes. And again, like we said, they've had since 1990. So there is no grandfather clause here. All businesses have to be compliant, but they simply haven't gotten that message loud and clear. So I really hope in doing these stories night after night, not only to look into what's happening with Mr. Gibson and Miss Moore, but to spread that message to everyone. It doesn't matter when you got your business, how old your building is, you have to hire an ADA compliance expert to save yourself from these kind of suits.
Lindsay, you have opened up not a can, but what did we say?
A bucket of worms.
I'll tell you, and we're looking forward to more reporting from you tomorrow.
Yes, just got a new letter right there, confirm some of those details. I'm going to hold them back, but tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, how much bigger this grows.
Unbelievable. Lindsay, thank you.